Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello, hello. So, quick backstory. My roommate, one of my ex-roommates, introduced me to this manga a long time ago. Never read it. Was just on the shelf for a really long time. And when I finally approached this, it became one of my favorite mangas of all time. So now being in front of you guys brings me such joy. So I actually
same.
did bring, don't lie to me, because I'm going to write that in my diary later, and I'm going to read it back. So I actually brought the book, and I was wondering if on the first page, not only can you sign it, but while we're doing the interview, can you write something, the best lesson on love that you've ever received? We got 10 minutes to change the world,
That's
people.
so
Alright.
unique.
So while that's happening, so this has endured across generations, and I'm curious, what do you think makes Mizuki such a timeless protagonist for people, especially for audiences navigating identity?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Thank you. Really throwing out the hard ones right out.
Yeah, well, I think Mizuki, this manga has such a legacy. There have been characters like her since, but we've met her. We've met her and we've been her. I've had the question earlier. Somebody asked me, is Mizuki unlike you in some way? And I really couldn't think of anything.
No.
She's so relatable to me.
And so much, she goes through so many different bounds. There's different,
Yeah.
so much to her character.
And I think that even when she's putting on this disguise as a boy, she's still herself.
Yes.
I think she's so authentic and so real and pure, and I love that about her. And I think everybody can find a little bit of themselves in her.
I love that. And just looking at the broader works, as an actor, you always have to pull on something in your real lives. Is there a particular person or a moment in your life, especially for a romance such as this, that you draw upon to find the inner strength or the vulnerability in your character?
For me specifically with Nikatsu, I kind of operate in what I see as a similar way in him. Even, obviously can't speak for him or anything, but anything that happens to him, it is the most important thing that's ever happened to him until the next thing happens to him.
He's a very loud
And
character.
Yes. And then that's the most important thing that ever happened to him. And I don't think it's till he has a quiet moment alone at night that he can really process and actually give weight to the things that happened. He's very present, and it is all equally important in the moment that it's happening. And while I don't think that's an awful way to live your life. It can be very
Definitely exhausting. Yeah, that's like, so you were saying that, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's just the settling of the weight of the love in you. Yeah.
And just, oh, I can hand that back now.
Having
having that as a personal experience makes playing the character all the easier.
And I will say that your character definitely says the things that other characters are afraid to admit. Do you see him as more emotionally brave, reckless, or a little bit of both?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Thank you. Say it louder in the mic.
That's a really good question.
I think that it is. I think that in order to be truly brave, you do have to be a little reckless, especially when it comes to emotions. And there is a certain willingness to get hurt that I think he expresses that is as refreshing as it is terrifying to behold.
Yeah, I love that. So looking at your broader work, do you tend to go for characters who lead with more thoughtfulness rather than force?
I'd say yes, but perhaps not by design, if that makes sense. Whenever I was offered the role of Sano, it surprised me a little bit because I feel like I'm someone who is pretty exuberant, pretty out there, and one of the most fun challenges of voicing Sano has been, without losing any of it, reining that emotion into a space where he's not being perhaps as loud or boisterous as Nikatsu might.
So is there a technique that you're doing, or you kind of just find it in the moment?
It's a lot of finding it in the moment. Over the course of recording for the show, I've started to feel like I call it just sending it, but recording lines in the moment is a good way to perform it the most authentic way possible.
I love that. And as you all are voice actors who've been in it for a minute, are there any techniques that you want to express to anyone who is getting into voice acting? Anything, any lessons, any moments that you find joy and pull back in your life as you're in the booth or even looking at your scripts and breaking those down?
One of the techniques that I found very useful early on is that realizing that anime dubbing, particularly the way that we do it, is very focused on cold reads. And so if you don't have all the context you think you need, just take it a sentence at a time, figure out what the important words are, and then figure out how you would string the rest of the sentence around those words to make them stand out. Obviously not by just punching them when you speak, but like just figure out what about the sentence makes those words important and weave,
Love that.
Yeah.
What about for yourself?
I think that it's always important to find at least one thing, even if it's something small, that the character is like you. For Mizuki, that's easy because Mizuki's a lot like me.
I hear every time you talk, I'm watching the show in my head. It's just because with the gentleman, like I know that the character is in there, but it's kind of yours is right there.
Thank you so much. I take that as a compliment.
Yes.
But there are other characters I've played. I've played really terrible, mean villains, and it's hard sometimes to see yourself in that character. But if you can pick one little thing, the tiniest little fracture of their character that's like you, and go from there, I feel like it helps your performance come across so much more clear.
So, in the world of anime, and I'm going to ask you this because I know you didn't get the last question. In the world of anime, what's the most underrated love language, do you think? Do you think it's acts of service, quality time, or surviving something mildly traumatic?
That is a really good question.
Congratulations.
I think I got all three of you guys. I got one from each of you. So
Yeah, there you go. Did you say underrated?
Yeah, what do you think is the most underrated or underappreciated act of love?
I don't think this was one of the ones that you mentioned just now, but and it's one that I actually feel like is alive in Hana-Kimi, perhaps more than others, is just direct communication. For myself, yeah. For myself and for a lot of people, it is just ideal to be told, "Hey, I really like you," and there's no
This
pretense
one's a little
about it.
harder though, just given the circumstance of this anime, but fair enough.
Sure, yeah, but I mean that line where Mizuki is like, "Frankly, I really like you." Like that's
Yeah.
I feel like you don't see that very much, and it is certainly what I in real life would be like. Yes, cool.
Yes.
Any other down the line services, acts you think that are a little repressed?
I feel like whenever a character jumps into a river after a bully has pushed the other one off of a bridge, that's never dwelled on enough. Like that would be that I'm marrying that person that day. Like you saved me from drowning in a river. Why is it always just a thank you and goodbye?
I want to like give you a hug. I'm like, that's so sweet. And for yourself.
Definitely, I would say the words of affirmation. But also like those little tsundere moments of like, oh, I got you something. I got you some chocolates or whatever. I mean, it's no big deal. You're stupid.
It's
like,
it's not a big deal, but I need you to make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
As you look from the corner of the eye and make sure that they're eating it.
I
Yeah.
got you juice because I love you.
exactly. I got you juice because I love you.
Because I love you. You don't know that, but I need you to know that. So my final question as we're leading towards the end, it is Valentine's and romance, and we're very much in a world of love. If you could, what has been the greatest V-Day that you've ever planned or has been given to you?
Oh,
Oh, all of your faces scrunched up. I was like, oh.
oh no.
Oh, wow.
You know
Or
what?
if that question is too hard, if you spent a Valentine's Day with your character, would you want to plan it or would you like it to be planned by them?
Oh, that's really good too.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say
Giving you options.
it's not even Valentine's Day yet, but this is maybe the coolest Valentine's Day.
Really? Oh, well, you
Yeah.
can meet new people, getting asked questions.
Yeah.
I love that. That's very
Hanging out with
sweet.
these guys.
I
get it.
I don't think I would trust Nagatsu to plan it, and I would take him to the aquarium. I just think he would.
Oh.
Why specifically the aquarium?
I feel like he would react to fish in a really charming way.
I might slow him down a little bit,
Yeah.
just like reacting.
Oh.
And what about for yourself?
I actually agree. I think I would probably do the planning because I think personally I think Sano would trust me, and whatever I suggest he'd be like, all right, and
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then if I have like 30 seconds, what was the note that you put in the book? What was the lesson on love?
Oh, for me it was you can love just as much tomorrow.
I love that. Oh. yeah.
Top that, guys.
I
I don't know
can't.
if I can.
I can't. I wrote Love Takes Many Forms because there's a lot of love in the story of Hana-Kimi that's not even romantic. There's love
That
between
actually
friends.
is a perfect one for the
Yeah.
book. And finally,
I wrote that there's a pot for every lid. I know it's kind of an old cheesy saying, but I don't know.
It's
sometimes
hung around for a
that was
reason.
beautiful. That was a beautiful line. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much. I don't want to take up any more of your time. You all were an absolute delight. Thank you.
So were
Thank
you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.